This is Lucky Star Pie World of Tanks Console CC with this week's Tuesday news. We have a new tank, Platoon Size evaluation test, and True Vision test. The new tank released this week is the British Tier 8 Terrapin Mk tank destroyer. Keeping in line with the turretless British destroyers, this tank fires a 55-pounder with 8.82 rounds a minute, sporting 10 degrees of gun depression and 20 degrees of gun elevation, and is the unskinned diamondback for those of you that missed your chance to attain one. This tank can be bought with the usual packages or in a bundle titled Tortoise and Hare, where it's coupled with the British Tier 8 FV-1066 Senlac light tank. Now, this tank has received some criticism already for its name choice, but to reduce confusion over multiple tanks having the same name, they chose the Terrapin instead of Turtle Mark I, Terrapin being a synonym for the turtle that I'm sure history can forgive. This also allows for less confusion for the majority of the player base, which already have to contend with multiple tanks with the same or similar names, giving the tank more distinctive individuality. This aside, be thankful. It most likely means that the actual Terrapin 8-wheeled amphibious vehicle will never be making a debut in World of Tanks console. More testing is active from Wargaming as they continue to run events aimed at implementing new features. The Platoon Size evaluation, where you can only have up to a 3-man platoon, is active from September 15th to September 22nd. Platoon sizes have always been a point of contention, and earlier in the game had been reduced from 6 to 5, and limits on the number of RD per platoon were also put into effect. A well-organized 5-man platoon can dominate a battlefield easily with proper communication, and limiting platoons from 5 to 3-man may mean each platoon teamwork with their random greens a little more. The impact will shortly be felt from the player base who frequently plays in large platoons, but the majority of solo players may also see a noticeable difference in in-game communication. In any case, the platoon matchmaker may have an easier time sorting smaller platoons, which could lead to improved matchmaking overall. The results are sure to be interesting. In the meantime, platoon on to see how or if the effect is noticeable to you and your platoon. In final news, another test from Wargaming is being implemented from September 18th to September 22nd, the True Vision test. An article was released by Wargaming describing the details. The vehicle detection system in place has garnered criticism and confusion alike as to exactly how it functions. Tankers often comparing console version to PC spotting mechanisms and strategies in order to better understand the mechanics of the game. Yet still tankers often respond with frustration in regards to being killed by invisible tanks. The important difference with the implemented system that we have is that your tank will always be visible to other tanks in your line of sight. If a tank is standing in an open field just beyond your view range, it won't be invisible anymore. You will be able to see it as long as it's within your line of sight, but the auto-lock feature will be disabled. There will be no outline, health bar, nor name until the tank is close enough for the normal vehicle detection system to kick in. This will remove the tank popping out of existence when you're staring at them. With the auto-lock disabled, this will give you a chance to escape detection, but enforce the use of bushes, trees, or any cover to keep your tank concealed. As far as strategies go, this will require slower advances and careful planning, forcing players to step up their game if they want to survive. Often a player is DPS down without ever seeing the enemies around them, or will be pinned to a location attempting to trace the round back to the tank and firing blind. Now, if you can see a tank, they can see you, bringing a level of realism to this otherwise arcade-style game. Below is a link in the description to the forum thread dedicated to the system test and feedback. We shall see how the overall community responds over the week. And if you've ever played with no HUD on, you'll know this isn't exactly easy mode. That's all for the news. In the Gold Store, of course, there are always the weekly deals. This week you can save 50% on the Love and the Chieftain T95, and the mercenary contracts up for this week are the Hardcase and the Bulwark. Play as often as you can this week so that the data Wargaming receives for these tests is more complete, and don't forget to share your invaluable feedback as a tanker on the forums. Thank you for joining me for the news. This is Lucky Star Pie, and we'll see you out there, Commander.